Hello, my name is Dan Quinn. I'm the Alumni Club Board Vice President. I've been on the board and a member of the club for quite a while. Well, a member of the club for a long time. A member of the board for I don't know, 5 or 6 years. Maybe it's longer than that. The time flies. You all know that. Hey, listen, we're really excited. We have refreshed the Alumni Club website. We have some new features, some features that are working better than they used to. And so what we want to do is we're going to share how to work and how to use our website with a series of short recordings. This is going to be the first. We're going to call this an overall tour of the website. And then we'll come back to you on a regular basis and we'll dive a little deeper into certain aspects of the website and how they work. So if you're an Alumni Club member, thank you. Take a few minutes, take the tour. I think you'll be very pleased to see some of the many options that are there in the website. If you're not a member, this is a great opportunity to see why it's worth that $15 a year investment to stay in closer contact with friends and coworkers from the past. And especially if you're a Facebook Osco Sav-on family member, but not an Alumni Club member, or vice versa, we highly encourage you to join the other, right? So here we go. Let's take a tour of the website. This is going to be an overall tour of the basics. Okay, and let's start with the home page. There we go. This is what our Alumni Club homepage looks like. And basically, I'm going to take you on a simple tour. As you scroll down, you'll see a variety of things. You see club news. You see the latest postings from club news in a variety of categories. Club news is one, in memoriam for friends that we have lost. For instance, Bill Lewis passed on August 7th. Birthdays. We celebrate the month of our club members' birthdays if they give us the thumbs up, but not the day and certainly not the number of years. So these are the most recent postings. Here's a mention of our alumni veterans in reference to recent Veterans Day. Then we list upcoming events. The next event coming up is a Romeo brunch in Scottsdale. Next, you can see our shared photo gallery. Next are some what we call member-only links. So I'm logged in right here as a club member. When you're a club member, you have the opportunity to look at old editions of Connections. There are resources here if you're a member of the board, old issues of People magazine, a directory of members. So if you want to reach out and connect with one of the almost 400 other members, you can get their information here. And then the video vault, which we'll talk more about that a little later. Here's our family tree. We started out down here with Osco and Buttry and Sav-on and Eisner and so many branches of this family tree. So we're really proud of this. And at the very top, the last branch on the tree, if you will, for many is CVS Pharmacy. How to become a member? Here's an easy place where you can sign up and register. One of the available items in the website is the monthly Jewel Osco newsletter, as well as the quarterly Jewel Osco Retirees newsletter. We also have a merchandise store where you can go and shop for apparel and other gift items. And here's a link to our Osco Sav-on alumni group on Facebook. And if you go down to the bottom, it has our mailing address. Now, if you're in the website, anytime you want to go back to the top, you just click on the logo and it takes you right back there. Now, the next thing I'd like to do is go across some of these drop downs with you. First, under our mission, join the Alumni Club, a statement of what our mission is. Simply put, the Alumni Club was founded in 1992 by former employees of Osco and Sav-on, not affiliated with current management. Well, there is no current management. The club is about people. Membership is open to past and present employees of any of those companies on the family tree. And the purpose of the club is to provide contact and communications with old friends and coworkers to keep people advised of what's going on now, right? Here's our club board and officers. We're here to help you stay connected. It's Gary, he's the president. I'm the vice president. Cal Schwantz, our treasurer. Judy Archer's our secretary. Our directors at large include Mike Seelar, Rich Hayes, J.P. Larson, Anthony Accardi, Greg Legore, who's just recently stepping out of the board due to family issues, Larry Wallstrom, John Neiman, Diane Heater, my good friend, my best man, Al Pineda, Ken Bellafuel, Glenn Yurgo, and Stan Peterson. And then we have a list of past leadership and board members, going back to Roger Carpenter and Torque Fugelstead, who helped found the Alumni Club. So that's under club board and officers. If we move over to people, we can click on club news, which will list many articles under many categories that have been printed in the past. And as I say, there are many. So you can click through here and you can see a flock of mallards gather for golf. And that posting that came out April of 2022, right? Lots of wonderful memories. That's under club news. In memoriam is that part of our website where we remember those friends who have passed on. As I mentioned, Bill Lewis, the most recent, Diane Ozark in September, Chuck Barth also was in September. Our friend from the Sav-on and the Osco family, Bob Potter, August 22nd. Judy Fugelstead, Dick George, former president of the company. So that's under in memoriam. And it's a wonderful chance to go back and remember some of those friends who we've lost. And there are a lot of them. Where are they now? This is something we invite every member to send in and tell us, what are you doing now? Here's an update from Jerry Gagno, a very active guy. Sam Hirsch, Bruce Bates, Jerry Hildebrand, Bob Cook, Jake Jackson, Sean Murphy, Tim Sauer, Chris Blake from Sav-on Loss Prevention. And there's tons of them. That's under Where Are They Now? We also have a segment called Reflections that digs a little deeper into people's memories of the business. Here's a wonderful article by Dennis Palmer from 2022. I began my career as a trainee for Sav-on a month after college graduation and 3 weeks after my wedding in 1971. Dennis talks about starting in Campbell, California, talks about significant changes in the business, ends up talking about his beautiful wife, Jeanette, and how she at that time had completed her 101st marathon. Again, that's under Reflections. Now, if we go to members only, well, here you have access to People magazine, every issue that was ever put out, going all the way back to the very first. Let's see. I think it was, I apologize, my dates are out of order, but here's one from 1970. August 14th, 1970, New Dynamic Leadership, right? So you want to talk about memories, there's tons of them there. That's People magazine. Also, if you're a member, you can go to Find a Friend, and here you can fill out this information. It'll come to us. Let's see, let's click on the link. It'll probably work better if I do it that way. Yeah, it'll take you down where you can fill this out. It'll come to us, and we'll have a chance to see if we can connect you with that old friend. If you're a member, you have access to the directory of members, the Connections newsletter, all the old Connections issues, going back to the very first one. And I think that very first Connections newsletter was the winter of 99. No, it was January of 93. There it is, the very first Connections newsletter. So all of those are available for members. We also have access to the video vault. And this is one that many of us have these memories from the past, this one especially. I could play that all day, every day, but I'm going to keep moving on with this tour. But a lot of great old videos are in the video vault. If you have a question for us, you can leave us a question right there. Under industry news, there's a lot of great articles from the past years. Here's one from recently about Rite Aid closing shop. The shared photo gallery. Here are a lot of great collections of pictures from the past. Here's one I uploaded called Sav-on Across the Years. Has some great pictures from many, many years with Sav-on. Let's see if I close out of that. Yeah, there are a lot of great photo albums in here, and you can upload your photos. If you want to submit your album, just click there and it'll give you the instructions on how to upload it. It will be reviewed by us before it's posted to the website to make sure nobody's doing anything they shouldn't. That's our shared photo gallery. Under events, we have upcoming events, which, as I mentioned, right now we have a Romeo brunch coming up November 21st, and then a lot of past events that you can click in and look at pictures from the past. The Sav-on 80th was held in July of this year, right? Finally, under frequently asked questions, there are some great questions like, why should I register? How do I register? Is it free to register? And down at the very bottom are how-to videos, and that's where you're going to be able to find all of these how-to videos if that's what you're looking for. So I'd like to finish this first recording by again saying thank you for watching. Look for future videos coming on a regular basis, and they'll be available here on the website. So if you want to peruse all of them in one sitting, you can. And again, my name's Dan. Looking forward to seeing you in future videos. Looking forward to seeing you possibly on a video reunion. We haven't done any of those yet, but we will, or an in-person video. Wishing you all the best from the Osco Sav-on Alumni Club. If you're not a member, remember, it's only $15 a year. Take care.